What is up, guys, and welcome back to another episode now of the My Player Career Mode. So today, guys, this is the last episode of the block recording that I did of the My Player Career Mode series, and so after today's episode, we will be able to change our hairstyle and all the good stuff like that, because I've noticed a couple of you guys in the comments below asking me to change my hairstyle, change my boots, change everything, and unfortunately I'd already recorded these episodes. So from the next one, I will be going ahead and choosing a different hairstyle and choosing some new boots as well, as we look to continue our form here at Real Madrid. Today, guys, two more games for you guys to watch, the first of which is going to be in La Liga, the second one comes in the Champions League. I actually bumped the difficulty down to professional here in this one. As I've said before in this series, professional makes your computer or your team play a little bit better, but it does make the game slightly easier. So, again, I'll see how professional plays with this Real Madrid team. If I think it's way too easy, I'll keep it on legendary. Because remember, guys, I haven't actually played professional on Real Madrid yet, so it kind of made sense for me to bump it down and check it out and see what happens. But then again, I did want to play legendary for the first El Clasico, because it made it more sense to play it that way. So we did play legendary for the El Clasico one, but I do believe, you know, it's probably going to be back to legendary after this episode. I just wanted to try out professional and see what it was like comparing it to legendary, because that's what we kind of did throughout the series, is bump the difficulty down. So for anybody new, that's kind of what I did. But yeah, I think we'll probably be going back to legendary after today's episode, and you'll see why later on today. So, 13 minutes on the clock up against Real Betis. It's Real Madrid taking on Real Betis, and we actually took the lead here inside 13 minutes. We got ourselves an assist on this one as well. It fell at the hands of Anthony Martial, and he put us one goal to the good. It was a simple task, in all honesty, once he gets through there. I was a bit surprised, actually, he'd found the back of the net, because he takes it on very, very early here. And I'm a bit surprised as well the keeper actually didn't make the save, because, you know, that's one of them situations where I kind of feel as though the AI needs to be improved. He had a lot of space, he had a lot of time, he had a lot of move, or he had a lot of open space to go into and move into. So the fact that he took it on so early kind of made me frustrated. I don't think I clicked shoot. I may have done, and I could be stupid, but I'm pretty sure I actually didn't do that. So the fact that he shot, I was slightly surprised that he did that, and I was even more surprised to see it go in the back of the net. However, 42 minutes on the clock, a moment of magic from the number 7, which of course is us, celebrating typical CR7 style as well, with the little jump into, I don't really know what it is, I'm guessing, I think it's called Right Here, Right Now is a celebration, so you can actually purchase it from the catalogue if you don't know. I'm guessing that's what you call it, but if that's what Ronaldo calls it, I have no idea. But forget about CR7, it's all about DW7 as we curl one into the top bins. A lovely goal as well to add a second goal to the mix already in this game. So fantastic start to the episode so far on professional difficulty. As I said to you guys, we'll probably be going back to legendary from the next one and trying that out to see how we go with that still. Right now, it's been quite interesting actually on legendary. We've had some competitive games, other ones not so much, but in all, I've actually kind of felt as though legendary being kind of even, whereas this game here against Betis, as much as a 3-0 scoreline would be realistic, of course being Real Madrid, we do have kind of the capabilities to just destroy a team if we really wanted to, as James makes it Real 3, Betis 0. Honestly, guys, you know, these are one of them games where you should be winning and we should be picking up 3 points, because if we're serious about our ambitions here at Real Madrid, I said it so many times, the only trophy I want to win now is the Champions League. We're still yet to do it in our career. We've won the Premier League. Oh no, we haven't won the Premier League, sorry. We ended up not winning the Premier League in the end at Manchester City. We won ourselves an EFL Cup there. But the only real trophy I still want is the Champions League, and that's the Europe's most elite. So that's kind of what I'm aiming for. And I firmly believe that this Real Madrid squad have got the capabilities to do that. We just need to make sure we're playing well as a unit. So that's kind of what I'm thinking going into this season here. And as well, if we can wrap up a Liga title for the second time in the series, of course, we've already won it once at Valencia. That would be nice to do as well. So there you go, guys. First win of the episode coming at the hands of Real Betis, Santiago Bernabeu, and we ended up winning that one by 3-0. Actually, though, you got to look at it that way. If you remember back to yesterday's episode, we played Bilbao on Legendary. We had something like 14 shots, and they had 0. In that one, we only had 6 against Betis, so I guess it's kind of swings and roundabouts. Very, very dependent on how I'm playing, how the team are playing, and stuff like that. So we did pick up the win, and it was nice shooting boots, you know, scoring half of the chances that we did, in fact, get as well. I spoke briefly about it as well, guys. I am looking at making a second channel for random games, just anything I wanted to do in general. over the next coming months. I just have to get stuff set up and then obviously set up my channel banner, channel art and stuff like that, and set up a second channel as well. But what I will ask you guys in this video, if you've got any games that you want me to try out, you know, the likes of NBA and 2K17 or, you know, something along those lines, hit me with a comment. I'm always down to try and play some suggestions that you guys give me, and I've seen a couple of you guys before asking me to try out other games. So when it does come around, that will probably be the channel that it is. I'm kind of devoting this channel more to football content. That's basically what my life revolves around right now, is football. So I kind of feel as though this channel has to be just predominantly football, and then we'll of course make a second channel. Anything that you guys want me playing as well will go up on there at some point when I get some more time in the future. So I'll let you know when that comes about anyways, and you guys can of course leave me some comments, leave me some suggestions about games you want me to try and stuff. And then of course, hopefully in the long run, you guys will enjoy that channel as much as you do this one. This channel, I'm hoping, will remain completely the same. The only reason I'm saying this is because I actually finished my apprenticeship, which I'm currently doing in real life, in the next 2 months, I think it is, and then I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do. I'm either planning on basically going back and working for my parents again, as I did before I started this apprenticeship, or just taking a little break from everything like that. So, yeah, in which case, I'll have a little bit more time on my hands, meaning we can sustain a second channel alongside the main one here. So that's going to be interesting. I'm looking forward to it as well. It gives me a chance to branch out, try some new stuff on the channel, and try stuff that I'm yet to experience as well, which is quite cool to see. So we get into this game against Celtic here, enough of the tangent, and we got off to a flyer 24 minutes in, or 27 minutes in actually. We got the opening goal of the game. Fantastic little passing move from the boys here as they gave me the pass through, and it was a simple task. You know, when I'm on my left foot, you've got to respect me in that sense. In the penalty area, deadly with the left foot, not so much with the right, which is very, very realistic sense, that is, because my right foot in real life is shocking. Seriously, seriously shocking. Whereas my left foot, I feel kind of confident that from the penalty spot, I could probably... I'm probably like a 6, not in world football, just like in my own football, like, you know, because the world football I'd be like a 0.1, but, you know, yeah, you know what, I'm going to stop going on a tangent, because screw it, there's no need for me to go on a tangent here. So anyways, we picked up the opening goal of the game at the hands of Celtic here, as we are playing in Scotland at the moment, which is pretty interesting actually. Real Madrid taking on Celtic in Scotland, and on the stroke of half time, we made it 2. Again, you know, it's one of these situations where you've got to kind of think to yourself, hang on a minute, how am I getting in behind this defence so simple? And then you kind of realise the calibre of opponent we're playing against. You know, Celtic, I spoke about Europe's elite, and I mean, no disrespect, but let's face it, Celtic are probably not the most Europe elite, or, you know, they're not going to be sort of in the semi-finals at some stage unless they had a really, really good, solid youth system coming through. But, you know, it's one of them situations where I kind of think to myself, you've got to look at it in that sense and say that although we're playing well right now, Celtic are going to be no Juventus. You know, they're going to be no Bayern Munich. But still, you know, you can't say anything against them. They are very good and they can cause you danger as they make a mistake, drastic mistake here as well, 58 minutes onto the clock. I could have gone for the hat-trick. Instead, tried to feed the ball into our teammate there, but a fantastic save from the Celtic man between the sticks denies us the third goal in the game here as we went into the 63rd minute in this one. Nice ball through as well. Get very lucky with the defender making a mistake there as we do get ourselves the hat-trick, and we will be taking the match ball home from this one. Phenomenal little goal there as well. A lot of luck though involved in the build-up. And by the way, as well, what I will say is, guys, if you are a Celtic fan, I actually genuinely apologise. I don't mean any disrespect in the sense, of course, me saying that I don't rate Celtic, because I do. I rate Celtic. I think they're a very good squad, and on their day, they can literally beat anybody in the world. I mean, they've taken some games off of big teams in the past, but what I meant to say was, in this series, you know, if we lost this game, we have to kind of look at ourselves and say that's not good enough. So, yeah, I don't mean disrespect. I never mean disrespect to any teams that you guys support. If I ever say something that annoys you, I apologise. I've had a couple of people kind of commenting on videos saying that you support a club, and, you know, my comments weren't very nice. But still, you know, when I say something, I mean it literally in the series. I don't mean it in the real world sense. I mean it just in the series at that particular time. You know, sometimes teams are struggling in the series. Sometimes they're doing pretty well. So, again, I apologise if I ever offend anybody with any comments that I make about a team, just to kind of clear it up, because, again, that's not what I'm here to do. I don't want to offend anybody and their team. If there's ever a situation where I offend you, I apologise in advance. But, yeah, I just want to kind of cover that, because I've realised that I kind of do go on a tangent a lot and kind of say stuff that just isn't relevant, to be honest, as I'm doing now. So I'm going to stop. Yeah, pretty much, guys. Anyways, back to the video. 3-0 up in this one so far. Or no, 4-0 up now after that screamer we just scored as well in this one. And we did have chance for 5 here in the 90th minute. Celtic really were opened up during this game here as we did go through and make it 5 with this one. So 5 goals actually for us in this game. A 10 match rating. Absolute domination from us in this one. So yeah, that pretty much wrapped off the perfect episode. 3-0 up in the first game, 5-0 up in this one. An absolute wonderful performance from us all round on the board on the day. Couldn't have asked really for anything else, in all honesty. 5 goals in this game against Celtic here, and we just ran them ragged in that one. So as you can see, guys, 3 points picked up for the group stage of the Champions League as well, and we will continue our winning ways that we are currently on so far in the Champions League. I firmly believe that we can win this Champions League title with Real Madrid. Whether or not we will, you will have to wait and see what happens later on in this season, who we actually get in the knockout rounds, because it's fairly, well, I'm not going to curse ourselves, but what I will say is I'm expecting to get out of the group. If we don't now, I'm going to look stupid, but I firmly believe we will get ourselves out of the group and we will be able to move on and advance to the knockout stages of the Champions League, in which case we'll see what team we draw, and we'll see how we can get on in those Champions League. But regardless, guys, if you've enjoyed this episode, I'd appreciate a like rating. As always, thank you for your continued support on the channel. And as I said before, apologies if any comments or if any Celtic fans out there are a bit frustrated with me. I literally meant in the series. I don't mean to offend anybody out there. But yeah, that's it from me. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you all with another video later on tonight, hopefully at 6 PM. So stay tuned. Don't miss it. Adios.